Hey Tribe, Coach Lana here with the Undeniable You, where we affirm, empower, and inspire LGBTQ plus worldwide. Today we're going to talk about money myths. We're going to debunk 3 common money myths. Now, although there are quite a few, today we're going to focus on 3 of the most common, okay? So, what inspired me to do this video was that I was recently speaking with this woman, and she was sharing with me that she was going to play the lottery. She was so excited because she shared with me everything she was going to do with the money. So, some of that consisted of helping, family, buy a house, invest in her business, just a lot of beautiful things that money can buy. Okay? So at the end of our conversation, she says to me, money is evil. That ruined everything, right? Because I was so excited with her. I mean, I joined her in her energy to help her manifest this win, right? So now, this is the thing. I'm sure most of us have heard the same thing, that how evil money is. And, it may have come from like your household. It could have come from church or, just something that you heard in the media. But I'm sure most of us have heard that. So now this is the thing. Well, first of all of the things this woman was sharing with me was so beautiful. How could money be evil? That was beautiful, right? But this is the thing. It's not about the money itself, because money is energy. Everything is energy. But it's the intention. It's the intention behind that energy. So was the money ill gained? Or how is it being used? What is it being used for? So that has to do with us, right? As human beings. What are our thoughts? What's really going on? So it's not the money. As a matter of fact, money vibrates very highly. So in order to attract it, we have to vibrate high. So if we feel like it's so bad and it's so evil, that's a very low vibration, and 9 times out of 10 you might not attract that much money. So, myth number 2. You have to work hard for the money. I am sure that you have heard that before. We all have heard it. You have to work so hard. That is a huge lie. I mean, it's a big tale. You know, I had a real estate company. I was a broker, and I was in the field for 24 years. And, I enjoyed it. It really didn't feel like work for me. I really enjoyed what I did. And when I walked away and moved into personal growth and development and started my company, I noticed that within maybe 3 to 4 years, my net worth had like quadrupled, from what it was being in real estate all of those years. I've seen where people that are into, let's say, day trading, I've seen people make like salaries, like people's salaries in a day, every day. People are making that kind of money. And that's not hard work. But the thing is, like whatever you're into, it may be hard in the beginning to get things going. But I don't believe that it should just remain hard, just for your life. That makes no sense to me. That is slavery. So there is a thing of, working smart working smart, being ready and aware of opportunities when they present themselves. Yeah, then that's when you can start, amassing true abundance, tapping into your gifts. We all have gifts. I mean, beautiful gifts that weren't intended to be buried, you know? And those gifts, they will sustain you. They will help you become very abundant in life, abundant, prosperous, because the gifts, when you're operating in your gifts properly, you're at a higher vibration. Why? Because you're happy. You're happy, you know? And that brings a lot of abundance because you're connecting with high vibrations. Okay? So now, myth number 3. Money doesn't grow on trees. I'm sure you heard of that one, right? You know, when I was little, and I would sometimes ask my dad for money. I mean, my dad would take me through this same story over and over again about, when he was a little boy and he only had one pair of shoes and the shoes had a hole in the top of them. So it was like when I heard this story, I knew I wasn't getting the money. Now, what message was that sending to me as a child? There was lack, there wasn't enough, right? But that's not the case. It wasn't the case. My dad, although he came from humble beginnings, he got his education. He had his master's degree in education. He was an entrepreneur. He owned his own barbershop. And not only that, he was an investor in real estate. And I think that's where I got that from. So, I'm very proud of the accomplishments that, my dad achieved in his life. But this is the thing. When you have blocks, money blocks, and I mean just any kind of limiting beliefs, although you may have amassed, all of these things or, done beautiful things in your life, it will still have a stronghold on you. So it is imperative to identify what they are. And if you choose to, if they're no longer serving you, release them. Release them and adopt something new, something that makes you feel good, and something that transforms your life in a beautiful way. So now, this is the tool that I'd like to leave you with today. Okay, and this will help you to release the limiting beliefs that you might have around money. Okay, so just grab a sheet of paper and just draw a T on one side. At the top, write limiting beliefs, and then on the other side of the T at the top, write new beliefs. Okay, so now on the side of the limiting beliefs, just think about it and write down each and every limiting belief that you might hold around money. Okay? Once you've done that, then take each one and just take a look at it. Analyze it, reflect, and just think back, where did this come from? How did I start believing this? Who said this around me? Because 9 times out of 10, it wasn't yours. It didn't originate with you. It was something that you learned. Okay? But the beautiful thing is you have the power to unlearn it. Okay? So now, on the other side of that limiting belief, write a new belief. You can write the opposite of that belief. Now, read that belief to yourself. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good? So now, it's up to you. You have the power. you can choose that new belief and adopt that for your new core belief. Okay? And do that for each and every limiting belief. Write it down, take a look at it, reflect, see where that came from. And if you don't want it anymore, let it go. Look at the opposite of it, you know, and see how that makes you feel. And adopt the new belief that you choose. Now, see how that affects your life. See what type of transformation you experience. Okay? And if you like to, let me know in the comments what limiting beliefs that you picked up along the way that you would like to change. Okay? So I appreciate you for listening to today's video. And if you liked it, like it, share it with a friend, and follow me for more content like this.